Hello, and welcome to Who Got the Million Insight. So, we're about to do channel messages. Well, we're about to receive and get some channel messages for you all right now. I don't know what we're gonna get. I don't know what's gonna come out. But I'm working with the Chrysalis Tarot. I'm working with the Medieval Cat Tarot. And the Radio Rider-Waite Tarot. A banger. The go-to. So I hope you all are doing well. Let's take some deep breaths. We're gonna take 3. I hope you got to get your deep breaths in today because the energy is very steep. It's steep because you're climbing, and it's just the expectation, the standard, in which you're operating out of, which is the highest of the high, and you're just up leveling and upgrading and jumping up in the ranks, and it's just woo. And there's just a lot of pressure. So you feel the pressure, but it's turning you into a diamond. I guess that's why I've been called to wearing these, this diamond nose ring, these diamond earrings, because it's just, that's the energy, that's the vibe. It's crystalline time, it's shine time, and whoever's uncomfortable or whoever has been trying to pose as opposition, they're gonna be obliterated through the light, okay? They're gonna be cleared, they're gonna be banished, they're gonna be removed, they're going to be canceled out due to your light, okay? So this is a season of reaping the harvest of all the work you put into acknowledging your gifts, operating out of them, learning how to use them properly, to honor them, and to deem them as sacred, okay, as you are aware and present in your divinity, okay? And there's people around you that can't take it. They're not going to be able to take it because it comes with the territory, okay? It comes with the territory. All right? So, they're going to be uncomfortable. And that's okay. That's not your problem. That's on them to figure themselves out, to come back to themselves and address what is triggering them. Because we all can be triggered, but we have to take accountability as to what we do about it. Because this is us. This is you. This is your life. This is your reality. This is your experience, okay? No one's controlling it but you and those who you allow to control it, okay? So if you are suffering as you are, and you're operating out of that space, the people that are not, okay, and they don't want to address that, they're running away from that, okay? They can't stomach looking at the fact that they are the creator of their reality, okay? And yeah, they may not be where they want to be, but they are taking conscious steps to aligning their awareness, their consciousness, and the way that they operate from that space with that of something that's authentic, okay? Something that is in alignment with the best and highest good for yourself, and that in turn blesses other people, okay? And I've done previous messages where I've been reminding you and confirming, yes, you are the blessing, yes, you are the opportunity. And it's just the awareness of it and embodying it and not trying to shun it or trying to stay in the background. No, it's in that lightness, it's in that way of expression and being in you for a reason, to be seen, to be witnessed, for people to learn from, to trigger change, okay? A chain reaction of change that leads people to themselves, Okay, it shows them a different version of the way the world has been trying to make them feel like they needed to shape themselves, but it's like in fractals, like they're broken. They're like, they are misplacing who they are to fit in a mold that gets them to reject themselves. And that's sickness, that's illness, that's confusion, that is imbalance, okay? That is scatteredness, and it's a messy energy, it's a messy vibe. But this is what's in the air. This is what's circulating in a way, due to other people not being healed and working on themselves. And this is where you come into play, because you're triggering this in other people that they fail to address, they fail to acknowledge, they fail to feel, they fail to bring their awareness to it. They keep fucking running, and then they run into you, and you're solid, and you're present, and you're tapped in to source. You're an embodiment of source. You are married to the divine. Your spouse is the divine, and all of the benevolent forces that are attached to that connection, to that marriage, they are in support of it. Whether people see it, whether people know it, whether people want to believe it or not, it's there, it's the truth, and you know that. You walk heavy in the spirit, whoever this message is for. You walk heavy in the spirit, and that heaviness is tied to a mantle. That heaviness is tied to the mantle that you wear above you, and how it halos above you, and what it means for you, and what you represent, and what you are an example for. And these other people out here that aren't walking that path, they weren't bestowed that mantle, they weren't bestowed those gifts, they weren't bestowed that wisdom, that strength to be able to lead other people, to be able to trigger change, positive change, for enlightenment, for self-awareness, for progression, okay, for growth. They aren't doing that because they're not trying to do those things. So when they get mad at you, there are consequences for that. People think they could just treat people any kind of way, but what if everyone is being held accountable, whether they see anything or just anything outside of them, making sure that it's maintaining balance. If somebody's trying to throw someone that is of balance and operating in balance, that is integral to who they are. That is what they value. That's what they align themselves with, aka you, okay? You can't try to throw them off of balance because they're triggering how they are in balance, and think there's no karmic rectification. That is consequence, okay? It's consequence. So, let's see where this is going to take us in this message, because I feel like people have to understand, just like how you can't go up in a store and steal something and get caught, and you will have to pay the consequences for that. It's just like people out and about. We are all our own temple, okay? And when someone's aware of them being a temple, and they maintain their purity, and they walk in purity, and they walk in truth, they walk in what's just to not only themselves, but to sources, Yahweh's plan over their life, which is upright. And in turn, it will be the example for what other people are supposed to do to create a better world, okay? Landscape for people to evolve into being the best versions of themselves. These other people, they're just doing what other people, broken, lost, ignorant, stupid, low life people are doing. They've all come together and agreed that they're going to be low lives, they're going to be haters, they're going to be losers, they're going to be lost, disconnected from themselves to please other people. Oh yeah, but then they want to learn the lingo that you actually operate out of, things you actually experience. They were the culprit of you experiencing things that were just not the best. They want to take your story, but then they want to try to shit on you with your story. They want to try to wear your story, what they were the culprits of you having to endure, which was misfortune or being mishandled or being abused or people just wishing that you fail for them to feel better about themselves. They were the culprit to your story, you living that being your real life. You have wounds, you have scrapes, you have gouges, you have gouge scars from people adding and implementing, afflicting you negatively due to their unhealedness, their stupidity, their lostness, their confusion, the lies they tell themselves. They trick themselves into believing, and they try to trick other people around them and convince them of lies. But when you are the truth, aka you, are being in the truth, whatever they do against you, the truth is going to set you free, and it's going to destroy them. That's just the way it is. That's just law. It seems like common sense, but it's not. A lot of the things that I be wanting to get on here and speak about, I feel like it's common sense. And I just be like, well, I'll just keep that to myself. I'll wait till I'll emphasize or be able to make it more complex for the people that I'm meant to reach, because I know that you are very complex and very intelligent and very sharp and very versed in the spirit and your gifts and your path, and you have experienced things that the regular average person just has not experienced, and you can teach people a lot of things, and you are just a very positive impact in the world right now. And so I know that that's who I'm meant to be connecting with. That's who I'm relaying messages to. That's who I am making content for, because that is my community. You know, y'all are my mirrors, and I'm a mirror for you, and I am honored to be a mirror for you. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far in the video, put 333 down below. And I am the creator of my own reality, and I do this, I does this. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Put that down in the comments below, okay? But yeah, let's see. I picked up the medieval cat tarot. So y'all, this deck is when it's about to get messy. So what are we gonna what is it, Divine? What is it that the collective needs to know? The Divine Collective needs to know. What do they need to know? Y'all pissing people off. Y'all pissing people off and not giving a fuck. Y'all pissing people off out here. Y'all rubbing people the wrong way. Y'all shining too bright. You're too bright. You're too sharp. You're too ahead. And you be thinking that you got somewhere to be. You ain't even where you want to be, but people are just, they're huffing and puffing everywhere because you exist. And they're blessed to be able to witness you, and they can't take the inspiration. They want to try to assemble themselves with other people to congratulate, to make you feel uncomfortable, to make you feel like you need to shrink yourself because they can't keep up with you. It's giving that vibe. It's giving that vibe. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. It's in the air tonight. It's in the air tonight. In the air tonight. Let's see. It was 13:33, 1333 on the timer. So put them 333s down below, babes. Thank ya. What do we need to know? This is what we need to know. Okay. So this is an add-on to what I was just saying, because we had to like let you know where you're at, because who you are and where you're at is affecting someone that has been a very significant part in your life thus far. Okay. They're watching you. Someone's watching you. They're keeping a close eye out on you. They're zeroed in on you. This is someone you fell out with. This is someone that you had like it just didn't work out with this person. This person is someone that did not have the same values as you. This is somebody that did not want to work with you. They weren't trying to create anything stable. They weren't trying to secure anything. They were entitled, and they felt like they could have access to you whenever you want to, whenever they wanted to. Okay? They were like watching you. They're zeroed on you because it ended and you went your own way, and this person is just like, they want to invest in you again. They're trying to figure out how they can make it up to you. So this is like somebody that is a soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. Now, I don't say twin flame. I don't go by that. I understand the ideology. I was once on that path, but I got cleaned the fuck up off of it because absolutely not. No, but if you're on that, this could be a twin flame. You know, could be. Yeah, that's where you because you believe in it, or you feel like that's what you would like, or you feel like that's a part of your growth as on a soul level, through a connection that is twin flame based, okay, then that's what you've attracted in this situation, okay? So this message is for whoever it applies to and wherever you're at and whatever fits for you. Everything may not fit for you, and that's okay. Use your intuition and your discernment to be able to suss through whatever isn't, you don't feel like it's sticking or resonating, and, you know, apply whatever it is that you are getting aware of, or it's being enlightened to you right now, okay? You know this already. I don't need to stress this. It's just, it has to be a repetitive thing because I don't know who's watching. I don't know. They might just be jumping on. They're on the path, and we have to accommodate to everyone, okay? Because it's simple stuff, you know. Okay, so you're guarded against somebody that's trying to come in and start this new cycle with you, okay? All right? They're going to work things out with you. They know they've been a thought. They know they've been a skank. They know they've been loose. They know they've been in the streets. They know they haven't been handling you properly. They haven't been caring about your needs. They haven't been caring about your emotions and how they handle you and how they take care of you with your emotions. They just saw you as someone attractive that they have access to, and that they can come and go as they please and do whatever they want. They tell you what you want to hear. You think that that's what it is, and it's not. They're lying. Okay, they're deceiving. Okay, they're getting over on you. They don't care about it as long as they're getting what they want from you, but they don't want you to see that you are the creme de la creme. They know what they're doing isn't right, but they want you to just tolerate it. Just settle. I don't like this motherfucker. I don't like them, and they're coming out as an emperor, as a king of pentacles. Like, they have a title. They have status, okay? They're connected to high people, or they've been around, surrounded by people that were of high significance, high importance in their community, okay? And so they have a certain set of privileges that other people don't have. They have more intel, they have more connections, they have more privilege than anybody else, okay? And that does come with responsibility, but when it came to you and the responsibility that was required to maintain a healthy and balanced, harmonious and mutual, okay, requited situation with you, they just was half-assing it. They were not wanting to prioritize it. They weren't trying to respect it. They just were very entitled and selfish and greedy and childish and immature, whoever this person is. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. And you can have love for this person. You're like loving them from a distance. You're hurt because you didn't want to have to let this person go, but they showed you everything. They showed you in all the ways of why they just don't deserve to be in your life, to have any presence in your existence, in your reality. Just no. They tried to put you in competition with somebody. Like, girl. They tried to, like, play games with you and put you in competition with other bitches that are not of your caliber. They are not, like, they cannot compete with you. They are not in the same league as you. They're just easily to manipulate. And they wanted you to feel insecure. They wanted you to question yourself. They wanted you to sit and wait for them to choose you, to make the time. Like, you weren't going to choose yourself. This person's stupid. And this person, I guess this is an archetype of person that is about to be phased out in this collective journey. Because the empathy and the ability of the empathy is being refined, it's being sharpened, and it's being detached from the stupid shit that people like this bring, that we have had to learn. Oh, fuck no, actually. And they can go fuck themselves. And they can get the fuck out of my face. And I'm going to utilize my gift and my strength and my connection to source to make sure they're not there anymore. And however the fuck they feel about it, if they decide to act on it in a malicious and ill way to try to obstruct me, when I remove myself, I was being merciful. I was being kind. I was being loving. I was being understanding. I was being compassionate. If they try to fucking bring anything to you, and you are following Yahweh's instructions for what's better for you, because they weren't in alignment with you, they're going to fuck themselves up. And they can be delusional like this person was when they thought they were going to fucking play with you. They can be delusional and tell themselves a story that makes them feel better about themselves, makes them feel more powerful than they really are, makes them feel stronger, bigger, badder than they really are. And they gonna fuck around and start feeling shit that they don't know how to explain to other people. That because of what they're going through, they thought they weren't going to have to answer to something. They thought it was supposed to be loud and in their face. They thought that how they was treating you, you were supposed to be loud and giving them a reaction. No, you just have to remove yourself. Pour into yourself. Focus on yourself. Do something different. Shift the energy to shift the atmosphere to get a different and a better result for yourself. If they're not included, then that's what the fuck they did to themselves. You let them stay where they wanted to be, and you removed yourself and put yourself where you want to be. And they just so happen not to be there. Their feelings are hurt. Because they're just, like this person, they're so manipulative. They're dull. They're dull. They're dull. They're dull. They're parasitic. They're parasitic. Somebody sees you like doing new things, talking to new people, looking different, looking better. You look like you're light. Your energy is very light, very playful, very like creative, inspirational. It's sexy, it's attractive. It's just like, it's exciting, it's thrilling. I like it. You're in your flow. You're doing it. You're doing you, and it is just, it's arousing. It's arousing. It's arousing. It's enticing. It's alluring. It's enchanting. It's arousing. Okay, it's magnificent. It is a treat to witness, to be able to experience, to encounter, to share the same space, to breathe the same air. That's you. Okay. Just getting your upgrades, activating, cleansing, releasing, protecting yourself, consecrating your space, and putting your calling into effect, doing what you're called to do, doing what you're supposed to be doing, authentically to you, okay? And it's creating a lot of protection around you, okay? It's creating a lot of peace for you, where this person was taking your peace, okay? It's being restored, and that balance and that replenishment and that nourishment, okay? These blessings are for your sense of how you see yourself, and it being just true, like the way source sees you. And I mean, it's just darling, just darling, divine, just exquisite, oh my gosh, it is a sight. Like, it is a sight to witness. It is just wow, wow, wow. I want to be around it. I just want to admire it. I just want to gawk at it. I just want to just witness its beauty, its essence, and just let it just brush me, you know, and help me see a new perspective, and help me change my mind on things, and help me to be a different version of myself. But like, it's new because they witnessed you. They've been around you in this Emperor, King of Wands. They're so shallow. The one that's trying to start something new with you, they're so shallow. But see, I see a pair here. It's crazy because, bro, like, there's a lot of chemistry between y'all. There's a lot of heat. There's a lot of attraction. Like, y'all are both still attracted. Y'all are still each other's type, like ideal type. There's just things about the type that you have not addressed yet. They have not addressed yet, okay? This person didn't even think you would be their type, but you are their ultimate fucking type, and they're just like, they were just used to just bottom barrel bitches, okay, bird brain bitches, mundane, regular ass, average ass, basic ass bitches. So they're used to this King of Wands, this Emperor, because of their title, because of the people they've been around, and how people view them. They've been able to take advantage, use, abuse, okay, manipulate, get these people to question themselves or make themselves feel like they're not good enough because of this person's title. They have a title of some sort. They have a position of power, okay? They know people. They're skilled, okay? They're skilled, and they're intellectually savvy. Even communicatively, they know how to manipulate. You know, they're so good at it. They thought they were going to do it to you and get away scotch clean, and not realize that you were the breakthrough, the blessing for them to be able to change that. See what it is that you're triggering in them as you're showing up as your authentic self, and you're checking yourself on what it is that you truly want, and you're being honest about it, and you're letting people know, letting this person know what it is that you are willing to do or tolerate, what you're not, what you like, what you don't like, sharing it with them to see if they're going to be able to work with you on that, or they're going to disregard it like this person will. It's just like you had to over explain things to them, and they just were not trying to see, because they had this ego. I have this title, I can have whoever I want, I do whatever I want, I don't really have to do that. Like, I could just go to this person if I feel like you're being too difficult. It's just, but they want you. This is a buffoon. This is a buffoon. They're a buffoon. Like, there can be a strong spiritual connection with this person. All it wants to. But they're still a buffoon. There's still things that they were not addressing that they needed to heal, and they want to put it on you because you did do it. But they didn't want to play off your top. Okay, there's something about that where you're going to have to ignite and engage with that part of you that destroys situations and the people that are initiating situations like that towards you, against you. Okay, part of it is about switching off and getting in tune with yourself and your emotions. Knowing what you deserve and what you don't deserve. Knowing what is for you and what isn't. And if they're trying to do something against you, it's not for you. Just for them to feel better, but make you feel like shit. And you've been giving them nothing but love. You've been inspiring them. You've been helping them to make better choices for themselves in their life. You've been improving the quality of their life. You've been lightening the load for them in ways that they can't go to the store and buy. You're doing it for free. And they have the nerve to abuse that, to try to afflict it, to try to stop it, but they benefited and reap from it. They have to pay. Somebody's paying. Somebody's paying. They're locked up in the spirit. They're being locked up, and they're being held somewhere where they have to face something. They have to answer to something. They're being forced to address something. Something's being addressed to them. okay? And they can't run from it. They can't hide, okay? No. They have to get their fucking sentence, and their sentence is burden, struggle, uphill battle, okay? Hardship, all right? The pain of hardship, the burnout of hardship, of struggle, of resistance. This is a lot of resistance because something's like not flowing, and this is all their shit that they had on you, that had you not flowing, that had you off track, that had you putting off things for them and making time for them, and they shitted on it. They have to pay through pain of suffering and burden and hardship and struggle. While you win, and they have to watch you win, babes. It's just, that's the plot. That's what it is. You're gonna have peace. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna be clear. You're going to be abundant, solid, blessed. The blessing. So you are being blessed by the divine. You're living a great life. You're flourishing. Things are working out. Everything keeps working out and working out and working out. If something seems like it's not working out, it is working out, and you're aware of that. You don't take any challenges that you are faced with to reroute you, to correct your vision, to strengthen you, to refine you, to sharpen you, to rank you up as something that is gonna, as a bad thing. You're like, oh, I'm learning something here, and you get it, and it just turns into a bigger ass blessing. It's just everything in your life, your connections, what you wear, how you express yourself, how you speak, how you connect with others. It's just flourishing. It's stable. It's solid. It's protected. It's beautiful. It's inspirational. It's influential. It's powerful. You are in your bag. Whoever you are in your bag, babes. You are in your bag. You're in your bag. You've activated. You locked in. You locked in. You locked in. You locked in. You're going to stay locked in. You're going to stay locked in. You answered the call. Now you getting prepared to walk that walk, because you've been talking that talk, because you can walk that walk, but you about to walk that walk and talk that talk and celebrate and be celebrated. So somebody just cut somebody off, and they're not good. This was in the last message, okay? Somebody that you had to leave behind, that had somebody else on the side because they wasn't taking you seriously, they wasn't valuing you, they weren't appreciating you, they was putting you in a category that you didn't belong. And now that you gone, they see you bigger than whatever program they had set, okay? You had to cut somebody off because that karma hit. It hit, y'all. It hit a relationship, it hit a connection, and they had to abandon it. They had to let it go. They had to walk away from it. They had to completely shift it to where it was like it was phased out. They're a part of their past now. They've changed. They're not involving themselves with this person that they're leaving behind, that they're cutting off. It seems like for you, okay? They're cutting someone off for you that they've betrayed you with, because of the karma, because of how severe something like swung back, or the way how hard the table has turned on both of these stupid bitches, okay? I wasn't even trying to say that, okay? I try to hold my tongue, but the truth is going to come out of my mouth, and the truth does hurt. My words can hurt, but for the right reason, because it's the truth. So what? Deal with it, okay? People need to learn to deal with it. The truth is the truth, whether it hurts or not. Learn to deal with it, okay? Embrace it. Respect it. Okay? Yeah, they've cut somebody off. They cut somebody off. They want to come back towards you. They want to get back right with you. They want to work on things with you. They want to stabilize something with you. They've learned their lesson. Like, they're not going back to how they used to do things. They're drinking themselves to oblivion. They're drinking themselves into oblivion. Because they know that what's happening to them, they deserve it. And that justice came and corrected that situation on your behalf so fast, like, it came in so fast that they didn't even see it coming. They was already being handled. Like, they was finding out, okay? Like, the force of justice, of truth, like, came for that ass and collected. They got them. They collected. Like, they're in spiritual jail. They're being stuck, being put in a situation where they're stuck. Okay? And that karmic justice, the scales, they had to come collect. They had to align things to the truth. They had to come get something from somebody to balance it out and stabilize it with something, with somewhere else. They had to come stable it out for you. They came and got their shit. They came and got your shit. You got your shit. That's why you got the 10 of Pentacles. And what else? I just had it. Yeah, it's like the sun, girl, the sun, the 10 of Pentacles, girl, boy, baby. You smooth sailing, you know. That's on them. They did that to their damn self. And they learning in the midst of getting their ass towed up and being taken from. They got debt. Somebody got debt to pay. Fucking with you. They got debt to pay. Like, they have to fucking pay. Okay? It keeps coming out. People have to pay. It's time for them to pay. It's time for them to pay. And this Emperor, this King of Pentacles, that has this title, they had that ego. They don't have it no more. You destroyed it. Yeah, you broke that down. Down to the ground. Low to the flow. Real low to the flow. And below. You did that. Because they clearly didn't know who they was fucking with. Huh? They didn't know who they was fucking with. They didn't know what time it was. You had to, like, educate them. You had to learn them real quick on what fucking time it was. And who the fuck you was. And what's backing you. That they claim. People be going to church. They be swearing. They claim these religions, but they're not operating out of what it is that they claim. Okay? They go to church. They're being harvested off of. In the guise of going there for God, but they up in there comparing themselves to people, judging each other on their connection with Source, with Yahweh, with God, and think that God don't see them, don't see their heart. But because they're going to church and everyone else sees them going to church, that's supposed to suffice that they are in the position to judge someone based off of what they believe in. That's how this person operates. They think that just because they go to church or they read the Bible or they pray, they believe in God, they can treat people like you who are of God, who are a part of Christ consciousness, that do serve a divine path, a divine purpose in this life, on this planet. And they see that and they know that about you because they are blessed when they are around you. They are blessed from being able to have access to you, to be connected to you, to even think about you, to even think about you. They feel better. And they didn't think that they were going to have to experience bad things happen to them because they're doing bad things to you. It's law. You would think it's common sense. with people that are intelligent. They do have titles. They are deemed as of high importance in society. But they abuse it, and they think that they are entitled to things that has nothing to do with their title, with their position of power. Has nothing to do. It's somebody else's life, someone else's, their own business, and they're trying to insert themselves or dominate and then try to fuck it up. But they're gaining from it. They're gaining from you. They're trying to tear you down, break you down, but they're gaining from you. And then they want to take what they gain from you to other people to try to make you feel lower as they're trying to break you down. And that's why they have to pay. Okay? Somebody has to pay. And they're paying right now. Is there anything else that the collective need to know? They're paying. And for who I'm speaking to, this has been a part of your whole life. It's just the severity of the consequences that people have to endure because of the wrong they're doing to you, against you. And they don't have a good reason, okay? Because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. The level of the severity of the consequences that happen to people, it's subtle, but the impact is soul shattering. It changes people forever. It is a pivotal point in their soul's evolution when they come across your ass, okay? And the forces that are backing you, supporting you, guiding you, leading you, and protecting you, that are part of the bigger operation that you are a part of, that other people want to deny, that other people want to act like it's not there, but they're inspired by it, but they're copying it, but they're trying to steal from it, but they're trying to stop it, but they're trying to block it because they're intimidated and they want to be in control, but they can't control their fucking emotions when it comes to you. They don't want to get their fucking act together in the eyes of the God they claim that they fucking believe in, right? But because they go to church on Sunday, it clears it up. It cleans up all of their bad deeds throughout the week, right? Like God goes on time. Okay. All right. But that was the message. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you can be able to stay tuned and keep up with my up and coming uploads, okay? Put some 333s down below, put some 222s down below, and some hearts and some stars. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stretch. Add that to your to-do list, okay? I need to take this advice as well. I love you.